भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. All right. Today we are reading from Canto number 1, chapter number 14, The Disappearance of Lord Krishna. And we are starting from, is it 34? Yes?
34 रुपये, yes, 34.
Thank you so much. All right, कौन बताएगा क्या हो रहा है, हम कहाँ पे है? फटाफट चलो. What's happening, where we are?
Prabhuji, Yudhishthira starts to see ominous signs, and he's suspecting in his mind that Lord Krishna has left this world. And then Arjuna comes to him. He's also very, very dejected, and he's trying to then find out from him what has happened. He's asking him different questions. Are all his relatives okay? Are people in Dwarka okay? Are people in is his grandfather okay? Is Ugrasena from Mathura doing well? So he's asking about the Yadus. He's asking about different relatives to find out why Arjuna is so sad and dejected.
Very good. Anyone else? Hey.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we also saw that if Krishna is present in our life, there will be knowledge, satisfaction, and peacefulness. But if he's not there, it's like a power cut. Like how when there's power cut, everything is in dark. It's just like that. So yes, we should have Krishna in our lives.
Yep, very good. When Krishna is present, happiness, satisfaction, everything is nice. But when Krishna, there are a lot of earthly disturbances as well, seasonal disruptions. All the bad signs were there. Yes. One more, last one, and then we'll begin.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Hare Krishna, devotees, Dandavat Pranams. Prabhuji, you also talked about sad news need not be propagated. Automatically, it will come. Bad news, it is there everywhere. News, when we watch, it's there. But there is no need to. So we see that Vidura knew, Narad Muni knew. Even now, Yudhishthir has got a good idea of what has actually happened. But they are not openly telling that. They're just trying to, concentrate on other things rather than concentrating on bad news.
Trying to avoid talking about it, because it's a sad news. Yes, Puja Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. From 28 and 29, I was reading the purport. We also understood the importance of Guru, our first Guru, Nityananda. How when we visit the temple also, he's the first one whom we should be paying obeisances and take mercy from to get close to Krishna. So we understood the importance of Nityananda Prabhu as well.
Thank you. Very important. Yes, importance of Guru in a devotee's life. And that Guru represents Balram or Nityananda. And that's how, by the mercy of a Guru, Krishna protects the devotees of the Lord. Thank you so much. All right, let's start. Text number 34. Bhagwan api Govindo Brahmanya Bhakta Vatsala Kachit Pure Sudharmayam Sukhamaste Suhradvrata. Ketan Prabhu, you want to read English translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna devotee. Translation, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Is Lord Krishna the Supreme Personality of Godhead who gives pleasure to the cows, the saints, and the brahmanas, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, enjoying the pious assembly at the Dwarkapuri, surrounded by friends. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So here He is now Yudhishthira Maharaj, after asking series of different welfare for the sons of Krishna, the wives of Krishna, the parents. Here some liberated souls like Uddhava, uh, Ugrasen. He's asking so many different people, but now he asks specifically from this verse about Sri Krishna. In previous verses, he was asking about family members. He was asking about the welfare of them. Are they well? Are they all happy? But when here Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking about Krishna, he is saying that is Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is enjoying the pious assembly at Dwarkapuri, surrounded by friends. So he's not asking, is Krishna well? He's not asking about the welfare of Krishna, but he's asking that he's enjoying the pious assembly in the Dwarkapuri, and is he surrounded by friends. So many words, different names are used in this text in Sanskrit. Bhagavan api Govindo. Bhagavan, the word used for Lord Shri Krishna. Govinda, and that is also used for Shri Krishna. Brahmanyo, and then Bhakta Vatsala. There are different names that has been used while Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking. So Prabhupada writes the purport from all these different words. First, he writes about Bhagavan. So what does the word Bhagwan means and why it is used for Lord Shri Krishna? Van means, we have discussed before, Van means the holder, one who has, like Dhanavan. Dhanavan means the person who has dhan. That means money. It's called Dhanavan. And Balwan. Balwan means the person who has the strength. That's called Balwan. In the same way, Bhagavan. Van means Bhaga, the opulences, the Aishwaryas. The one who has all the opulences is called Bhagavan. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, the one who is full with all the opulences, all power, all knowledge, all beauty, all fame, and all renunciation. If someone has all these opulences in full means in a completeness. See, someone is having little bit of wealth, someone has more wealth, someone is the richest person in the world, someone could be richest person in the heavenly planet, but here Krishna is referred as Bhagavan. That means he is the richest. He has all the opulences in the whole universe. In the strength, he is the complete, he is the highest. So that's why the word Bhagavan, Parashar Muri has given Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, that definition of the Lord has been given by Parashar Muni for Lord Shri Krishna, and that's why he is referred as Bhagavan. Second, the word is used is Govinda. Govinda means he gives pleasure to the cows. Go means cows or the senses. He gives pleasure to the cows and also to the senses. Now here we see Krishna gives pleasure to the senses. Generally people find difficult coming to the temple, taking anything with chanting, waking up early in the morning, reading scriptures. Generally people find it difficult because their senses are contaminated. So in the initial stage or in the imperfect state of the senses, Krishna doesn't give pleasure to the senses. It's trouble for the people. But those who have purified senses, those who have pure senses, they find pleasure. And that Krishna gives pleasure to the senses. So here Prabhupada writes that those who have purified senses by the devotional service. So there are different stages of senses. The first one is imperfect senses. Imperfect senses means the senses who are affected by the three modes of material nature in this material world, and they are the senses, they are attracted by the abominable things. Smoking ho gaya, meat eating ho gaya, alcohol, they are attracted, the senses are attracted by abominable things. Why? Because the senses are imperfect. They are conditioned in this material world. But when a person performs devotional service, then it comes to the semi-perfect senses. Next level up, semi-perfect. When the perform is hearing, chanting or reading scriptures, getting some knowledge, then the purification of the senses starts, and that comes to the semi-perfect senses. In the imperfect senses, person is always attracted, or the senses are engaged in the abominable things. In the purified stage, when the senses are pure, the senses are always attracted to nice things, Krishna conscious things. But in the semi perfect stage of the senses, sometimes this, sometimes that. Sometimes a person likes Krishna consciousness, and sometimes they like the sense gratification things in this material world. That's why we see, when a person starts the Krishna consciousness journey, a person starts hearing, a person starts chanting. Sometimes he likes, even in our classes, we see some people will join 2 3 days, they will join in the morning, they will turn the video on, they will sit there, and then sometimes they will want to sleep and they can't join, and they say, sorry Prabhu, today I slept. Or they come to the temple for some time and then they stop coming for 2 3 weeks, and then again they come. Sometimes this, sometimes that's called a semi perfect senses. But when a person continues doing that, continues doing hearing, listening, lectures, reading scriptures, chanting, devotional service, association of devotees, going to temple, then that senses become purified senses. And at that time, when a person is senses are pure, then whatever activities you do, it's pleasurable to the senses. And that's why Lord Krishna is given us here name Govinda, that the one who gives pleasure to senses. Then the next word is used Brahmanya, the one who protects not the Brahmanas, but the Brahmanical culture, not the so called Brahmanas who are born in a Brahmana and just like by the birth a person gets the title of Brahmana. Brahman के घर पे ब्राह्मण के कुल में जो जन्म लिया है वो ब्राह्मण नहीं. He is Krishna loves and protects the Brahmanical culture. And the next word used for Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. In this 34, Bhakta Vatsala, Vaksal. That means closer to the heart. Krishna loves his devotees so much that he always keeps them closer to his heart. That's why it's called Bhakta Vatsala, Bhavgrahi Janadana. Krishna loves his devotees. That's why he protects him and he keeps them closer to the heart. So different um, names have been used for Shri Krishna in this part, and that's how Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking Arjuna from this verse specifically about Krishna. But he is asking, is he surrounded by pious? Krishna is always surrounded by pious men or pious people around him and surrounded by friends. So is he enjoying that kind of setting in Dwarkapuri? That is what Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking. Let's do next one, 35, 36 together. Anshul Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम. हरे कृष्णा devotees धन्यवाद प्रणाम. प्रभुपाद की जय. मंगलाय च लोकानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च आस्ते यदुकुलं बोधाव आद्यो अनंत सखः पुमान् यद्बाहुदण्डगुप्तायां स्वपुर्यां यदवोर्चिताः क्रीडन्ति परमानन्दं महापौरुषिका इव.
Translation: The original personality of Godhead, the enjoyer, and Balaram, the primeval Lord Ananta, are staying in the ocean of the Yadu dynasty for the welfare, protection, and general progress of the entire universe. And the members of the Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of the Lord, are enjoying life like the residents of the spiritual sky. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So here, the original personality of Godhead, the enjoyer, and Balram are staying in the ocean of Yadu dynasty. So Krishna, the Lord resides in Vaikuntha, and in Vaikuntha planet, the comparison is given from Dwarkapuri with the Yadu dynasty member towards the comparison is to the uh, residents of Vaikuntha planet where the Lord is present. So in the Vaikuntha planet, Lord is present and everyone is a liberated souls there. In the same way, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking that Krishna is surrounded by all the Yadu dynasty members and they are all protected in Dwarkapuri. Uh, And the members of Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of the Lord, are enjoying life like the residents of spiritual sky. See, they are saying they are enjoying life like the residents of spiritual sky. So why they are enjoying life and why they are protected by the Lord? Prabhupada writes in the purport, because these residents of Dwarkapuri, just like the residents of Vaikuntha planet, they are very happily engaged in devotional service of the Lord. Because these residents of Dwarka or the residents of Vaikuntha planet, the liberated souls, they are always very happily engaged in devotional service. That's why they are always protected by the Lord and they are very satisfied and happy. Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking. And then in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes the comparison, the details, how the whole Yadu dynasty is compared to the milk ocean. And then Balram is present as Ananta. Prabhupada is giving the analogy, or Yudhishthir Maharaj is giving, Prabhupada is explaining in the purport about the comparison, analogy between the Yadu dynasty members and the residents of Vaikuntha planet, Dwarkapuri, and the Vaikuntha planets as well. Okay. 37. Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. यत्पादशुश्रूषणमुख्यकर्मणा सत्यादयो द्वि अष्टसहस्रयोषिता निर्जित्य सङ्ख्ये त्रिदांस्तदाशिशो हरन्ति व्रजायुधवल्लभोचिता. Simply by administering comforts at the lotus feet of the Lord, which is the most important of all services, the queens at Dwarka, headed by Satyabhama, induced the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus, the queens enjoy things which are prerogatives of the wives of the controller of thunderbolts. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So here is Yudhishthir Maharaj is explaining about the Lord's Krishna's, how he was playing a part of a very nice husband. It is mentioned, Prabhupada writes in the purport, how Krishna was faithful and complete, a perfect husband towards his wife. Thus, the queens enjoy things which are prerogatives of the wives of exclusive right. Prerogative means exclusive. Jo reciprocation, jo loving affection, the faithfulness, completeness, reciprocation which was enjoyed by the wives of Krishna in Dwarka, that was exclusive to them. And why? They were, I think, what is the example given here? Yeah, Satyabhama, headed, induced by the Lord to conquer the demigods. It is hinting that Parijata flower pastime. We know that how Narad Muni travels interplanetary. He travels all around the universes. Whenever he wants, he can appear in whichever planet. So once when Narad Muni was visiting Krishna's palace, he got a Parijat flower from heavenly kingdom. And Narad Muni gifted that Parijat flower to Rukmani. And that is a very special flower because that Parijat tree it's from the heavenly planets. It's not growing in this earthly planet. So, but Narad Muni got that special, very beautiful fragrance, and he gifted to Rukmani. When Satyabhama knew that Rukmani has this Parijat flower, which is very special, she also wanted it. Satyabhama also wanted that. And Krishna appreciates the competitiveness. It is mentioned in the Krishna book or maybe in Krishna book or here somewhere that Krishna appreciates the woman's competitive nature. एक दूसरे के साथ उसके पास है तो मुझे भी चाहिए. Krishna appreciated that as a loving reciprocation exchanges with his wife. And then because Rukmani had that Parijata flower gifted by Narad Muni and Satyabhama wanted, he said, I will get the whole tree for you. Forget about the flower. And when there was one Bhaumasura's pastime is there that when Indra's mother's airing, Krishna was returning to Indra. At that time, Krishna along with Satyabhama, goes to heavenly planets, and Satya Baba uproots the whole Parijat tree with the root, bringing in her palace, because Krishna had a palace with Rukmani, Krishna has palace with Satyabhama, all the wives, all the queens had a separate palace. So she gets the uproots the Parijata plant tree and puts on the back of the Garuda and comes. At that time, Indra becomes very upset, and there was a fight between the demigods and Shri Krishna. But Krishna, as a faithful husband, he fights just for the wife's desire to have that Parijat tree in her palace. Krishna fights with all the demigods, all Indra and everyone he fights. And obviously, Krishna becomes victorious and brings the Parijat. That's how the Parijat tree has come to this earthly planet. Very beautiful. Dekho, learning lesson for all the husbands, to do everything for the satisfaction of wife. I can see all the Matajis are smiling and husbands are complaining. Why Prabhu said this? But so it is said here that Satyabhama. So if you read this translation now, that Satyabhama induced the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus the queens enjoy the prerogative. That means exclusive reciprocation and loving expense with his wives, Krishna. So that is what Yudhishthira Maharaj has mentioned. Let's do 38. Krishna Prabhu. Oh, Krishna Prabhu already read or no?
No, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Indotana. Yadbahudandabhyudayannujivino yadu pravirahya kutaupayamuhu adhikramantyanghribir ahartam balat sabham sudharmam surat sattamochitam.
Translation: The great heroes of the Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of Lord Krishna, always remain fearless in every respect, and therefore their feet trampled over the Sudharma assembly house, which the best demigods deserved, but which was taken away from them. Hare Krishna.
So here, before the wives of Krishna and how his dealings, how his nicely as a complete husband Krishna was playing a part, that is mentioned in previous verse by Yudhishthira Maharaj to Arjuna. And now Yudhishthira Maharaj is mentioning about the Yadu dynasty members. That the Yadu dynasty members, all this, they performed a great task. They performed a great different. This particular one is mentioned about the Sudharma assembly house, how they conquered. But the important point of understanding is here, they always remain fearless in every respect because they are being protected by Lord Shri Krishna. उनके पास जो भी strength है, जो भी है, कुछ भी है, they knew that is because they are connected with Krishna. It is because they are being protected by Krishna. This is the difference between materialistic man and the devotee person. That materialistic man will think, मैं जो भी करता हूँ मेरे दम पे करता हूँ. And I deserve that. That's why I work hard and I get this. जो भी होता है, I deserve that. I work hard for it and I am getting it. That is the mentality. But here we see that Yadu dynasty members, they are doing all these great performances. They know that they are being protected by Krishna. They are connected with Krishna. So in devotee's life also, this mindset that हमें जो भी मिला है भगवान की दया से मिला है, हम जो भी करते हैं कर सकते हैं वो भगवान की दया से कर सकते हैं, and that is very important to understand. Text number 39. Yudhishthira Maharaj continues telling to Arjun, who wants to read? Puja Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Text 39. Kachittenamyam tat bhrasta teja vibhasi me alambhamano vadnyatah kivatat shiroshitah. Translation: My brother Arjuna, please tell me whether your health is all right. You appear to have lost your bodily luster. Is this due to others disrespecting and neglecting you because of your long stay at Dwarka?
So now Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking to Arjuna, what are the reasons why you are sad? Why? Until now, he has asked about everyone else's. Iska, Inka, Dwarkapuri, Mathura, Ugrasen, everyone else's sons. But now he is asking about, coming to Arjun, that why you are sad, why you are dejected or morose, why you are behaving like this, tears in the eyes. And from now, text number 39 to 44 तक है, there are about 10 or 11 different reasons are mentioned that why Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking to Arjuna that why you are sad, and that are practically equally applicable in our life also, that why a person is sorrow. For example, in this verse, the first reason Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking to Arjuna that please tell me whether your health is all right. So we see in our life also, everything is fine. We are working and talking with friends, doing service in the temple, doing everything. But if the health is not right, अगर health में कुछ हो गया, then we feel sad, we feel discomfort, we are morose, हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Even छोटा सा fever भी आ गया, flu हो गया, there are 3 days of flu symptoms, we can't go out, body ache is there, even little headache is there. A person is not happy. A person cannot perform and he will be complaining all the time. Little bit of discomfort ho gaya. So the first reason why a person may feel dejected or a sorrow or morose is when the health is not good. So the learning point from this verse, the first one is we need to look after our health. Very important, because that if the health is not good, we will be morose, we will be in a sad situation. The second reason is mentioned is this due to others disrespecting? Second is disrespect. And the third is neglecting you because of your long stay at Dwarka. Because of your long stay at Dwarka, people started disrespecting and neglecting you. So he is asking, what is the learning lesson here for us? Is hum kahin bhi, if we stay for long duration, longer than it's required, then people starts disrespecting or even neglecting sometimes. कई बार some guest or and someone comes to the house and they stay longer, then people want to find out ये आए हैं तो अभी कब जाएंगे. If they are staying for 1 or 2 days, they will be nice, they will talk them nicely, खाना खाओगे क्या, आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है, आपके लिए बनाएंगे. But if the same guest is staying there for 1 month, we start developing disrespectful nature. होता है ना? Agree or not, everyone? if if someone is staying longer than that, slowly, I can tell you about myself. हम भक्ति वृक्षा में मैं जाता हूँ, and I go to many houses. Saturday, Friday night भक्ति वृक्षा, and Saturday, Sunday night I go to many devotees' houses, and devotees के घर पे one off program है. First time I am going, they will give garland, they will welcome nicely. प्रभु जी आप इधर बैठो, comfortable हो, ठीक है आपको. They will give पानी चाहिए आपको. They will give all kind of respect. But भक्ति वृक्षा में 3 साल हो गया. Familiarity breeds contempt. कुछ नहीं. कहाँ बैठे हैं, पानी चाहिए, garland चाहिए, nothing. When familiarity breeds what is that Hindi, Anshul Prabhu, Ati Parichay? It's called Ati Parichay Avagya. The same Hindi translation of familiarity breeds contempt. कि जब कोई ज़्यादा time बिताता है, and that's why, sometimes we feel, यार हर एक नए मंदिर में जाना चाहिए, and sometimes we dress instead of तिलक धोती कुर्ता मंदिर में जाते हैं ना, लोग सोचते हैं कि ये तो डिवोटी है, कोई पूछता भी नहीं है, हरे कृष्णा बोल दिया, दैट इज द मैक्सिमम वी से. बट इफ वी ड्रेस अप एज ए न्यू पर्सन एंड गो, जीन्स टी शर्ट उल्टा टोपी पहन के जाते हैं, तो सब पूछेंगे अरे हरे कृष्णा, वेलकम, कहाँ से हो, क्या कर रहे हो आप, मंदिर आते रहते हो रेगुलरली, एंड वी डू दैट एज वेल. कोई नया बंदा दिखता है, इवन इन भक्ति वृक्षा और एवरीथिंग, वी टॉक देम नाइसली. बट कोई रेगुलरली 3 साल से आता है, वो तो आता है ना, ठीक है. सो द लर्निंग पॉइंट फ्रॉम दिस इज व्हेन ए पर्सन spends time more than necessary somewhere, that he may get disrespectful. So we have to make sure more than required. No. Second learning point is when a person may be neglected, is a person asking favors more than it is required. कभी सेवा में भी हेल्प, कोई माता जी को बोला है कि तुम 100 रोटी बना दोगे भक्ति वृक्षा के लिए, बट देन माता जी कॉल्स टू अदर माता जी एंड सेड मैं 50 बनाऊंगी, तुम 50 बना लेना. सो पासिंग ऑन द सर्विसेज. और राइस बनाने को बोला है 1 बकेट, हाफ बकेट आई विल मेक, हाफ बकेट यू मेक. बट वंस, ट्वाइस, 3 times, if it continues doing that, then slowly the person, वो बोले माता जी का फोन आता है, मुझे सर्विस ही देती है, I will stop answering her phone. The neglect will start. Sometimes people feel if मंदिर में भी कभी if I am doing an आरती service, I am doing some, and I tell someone, can you save a प्रसादम plate for me? 1 बार, 2 बार, 3 बार, then person ये तो बार एक ही चीज पूछ रहा है हमसे, better. Or I can tell you a genuine real example. Some people asking a favor to pick up. मुझे भक्ति वृक्षा में जाना है, आई कांट ड्राइव, कैन यू पिक मी अप? Genuine reason, sometimes it is required, it's okay, but bar to take a service more than is necessity, then a person will reciprocate in neglecting or disrespecting familiarity. So that is what being mentioned here. अगर ऐसा कोई करता है हमारे साथ neglectful behavior, disrespectful behavior, then a person will be sorrow. Then a person will be morose. And our Yudhishthira Maharaj is pointing out that one. Have you felt disrespected or have you felt neglected by someone? Oh, text number 40. I didn't see the time. कौन करना है? Pankaj Prabhu? Then 41, Padma Mataji, if you can unmute after that.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Kaschinnabihato bhave sabdadibhir amangale nadattam uktam arthibhya asya yat pratishrutam. Translation: has someone addressed you with unfriendly words or threatened you? Could you not give charity to one who asked? Or could you not keep your promise to someone? Hare Krishna.
Actually, the solution from the previous verse, if someone is neglecting or disrespecting, the solution is also given that the best way to behave with someone who is disrespecting or neglecting is not to retaliate in any way. Because if someone does that and if he retaliate, then it starts more kind of हमने कुछ कर दिया, वो सामने कुछ करेंगे, and then it starts a chain of material reactions. But the best way is not to react. Devotee, Vaishnava etiquette way is someone disrespects, not to do anything. If someone neglects, not to do anything. And that way, the next verse comes that has someone addressed you unfriendly words or threatened you? So if someone has spoken to us in an unfriendly way, then a person will be sad. If threatened you, then a person will be sad. Could not give charity to one who asked and could not keep your promise. So itne sare alag Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying that's how a person may feel sad. And practical application in our life. How we can make sure that unfriendly words are not spoken to us? By making sure that we are friendly to everyone. If you are friendly to everyone, if you may keep nice relations with everyone, then people will not speak unfriendly words to it. Threatened, we don't get into this situation where the arguments are there and we start fighting verbally. It's, how dare you do like this, and I will see you. How did you? All these things, not required. Could not give charity to one who asked. It is Kshatriya Dharma that if someone is in need, charity, a person has to give charity. And could not keep your promise to someone. If a person is not able to keep the promise, then a person may feel sorrow. And that's why the learning point for us is not to overpromise. अभी हम जो भी कर सकते हैं अभी, it's better to do under promise and over deliver. Again, if you are going to complete the project in November, we just tell them we will finish in December. प्रभु जी मैं दिसंबर में ही आपको ये सेवा फिनिश करके दूंगा. And then it's okay if we finish in November, but to be over enthusiastic and to promise early and then stressing out and not, then a person will feel sad. And then the other person will also feel sad. You didn't keep your words, you didn't keep your promise, and then unfriendly words may come. So learn all these 11 different things are mentioned, that why a person may feel, and every single one has a learning point for us. 41, Aditi Mataji Gaye, she was trying to read. Padma Mataji, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Kachitvam brahmanam balam gam vridham roginam striyam sharanupashritam satvam na na atkashita sharanam pradha. You are always the protector of the deserving living beings, such as brahmanas, children, cows, women, and the deceased. Could you not give them protection when they approached you for shelter? Hare Krishna.
So, Brahmanas, children, cow, woman, the disease, they all needs to be protected. And then, as a Kshatriya, as a king, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking to Arjuna, were you not able to give protection to them while they were under your shelter? That is, he's asking. 42. Who is there? कोई पढ़ेगा?
अंशुल पढ़ दो.
Prabhuji, I can do it. Kachitvam nagamo gamyam vasata kritam sriyam parajito vatha bhavan notamer nashame patihi.
Have you contacted a woman of impeachable character? Or have you not properly treated a deserving woman? Or have you been defeated on the way by someone who is inferior or equal to you? Hare Krishna.
So, as a Kshatriya, Arjuna has the right to protect, or has a duty to protect the woman. But when a woman of impeachable character approached, it is saying, have you not been properly, have you been contacted by such a woman? Or the other side is, have you not been properly treated, a deserving woman? That is what he is asking. And then, have you been defeated by someone who is inferior or equal to you? To being defeated by someone superior is okay. People don't feel like Bhishma. Arjuna, fighting with Bhishma is someone superior is okay. But someone equal or inferior, like fighting with Karna and getting defeated, that's can cause a problem. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking that to Arjuna. 43. Sorry, a little bit, 2-3 minutes more, but we will finish. Anshul Prabhu, you want to continue? And Mataji, you read.
Yes, sir. Api sritparya bhungta swam sambhojayan vridha balakan jugupsitam karma kinchit kritavan nayadakshamam.
Translation. Have you not taken care of old men and boys who deserve to dine with you? Have you left them and taken your meals alone? Have you committed some unpardonable mistake which is considered to be abominable?
So Prabhupada writes in this purport that it is the duty of the all householder to feed the children first, then the old members of the family, the brahmanas, invalids, and then besides that is the ideal householder is required to feed all the hungry people before he can eat. So that is what is it. And if some person is not able to do that, that can cross a, and that could be the neglect of this prescribed duty of a householder. So children, old men, everyone must be fed nicely. Last one, Prabhu.
Kachit preshtata me natha hridayena bandhuna shunyosmi rahito nityam manyase tenyatha naruk.
Translation. Or is it that you are feeling empty for all time because you might have lost your most intimate friend, Lord Krishna? Oh, my brother Arjuna, I can think of no other reason for your becoming so dejected. Hare Krishna.
So now he comes to the point, the last verse of this chapter, that you are feeling empty of all for all time because you might have lost your most intimate friend, Lord Shri Krishna. So he's asking to Arjuna. Finally, after giving all this different, the whole chapter, iske bare mein pucha, iske bare mein pucha. Then last he is asking, have you lost your most intimate friend, Krishna? Let's see how tomorrow Arjuna responds to this Yudhishthir Maharaj's questions. We'll start chapter number 15 tomorrow. Thank you so much. Sorry, little bit delay today, but we want to complete the chapter. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare
Have a
Krishna.